Well, hello there. So, today's workout, this is Thursday, if you've lost track of what day it is. Thursday day quarantine, here's what we got, okay? So you can see I've brought these lovely folding chairs out, and this is just, again, to help out with, I don't have any equipment to work with, and how am I gonna get this workout in? Okay, so, again, workout will be somewhere over here. And what we have for today, we're gonna go with a single camera setup today. What we're gonna go with today is this, all right? So this is gonna be for starting off, we're gonna talk about our sweat group with dumbbells, okay? So our sweat group with dumbbells is gonna be first, and then we're gonna go to our body weight only variety as well. All right, so basically 2 parts of this video. So part 1, what we have is this. We're gonna be doing 10 burpees, all right? 10 snatches on our right hand, 10 snatches on our left hand, and then 10 dips, all right? After I do that, then I'm gonna do 9 burpees, 9 snatches on my right, 9 snatches on my left, 9 dips, all right? Keep going that all the way down until we get 1 and 1. Cool. All right, but here's the caveat on that. After every single one of those, so 10, 10, 10, and 10, you're gonna run 200 meters. All right, so this is gonna increase the length of this workout a lot. Now, if you do not have the ability to, let's say you're in your apartment, in your house, whatever, to kick outside and go take a run, that's completely cool. What you're gonna do to deal with that is this. You're gonna go ahead and you're gonna do 30 high knees, and you're gonna do 30 mountain climbers, okay, narrow stance, all right, after every time you do that. So 60 total reps of just hitting that cardio button, okay? All right, so what we'll do is we're gonna go through the breakdown of those movements, all right? So of our snatch, of our bench dips, and of what we're looking for burpees, all right? So cool, all right, so move these things out of the way. We'll start with first and foremost with our lovely burpees, okay? Cool. Out of the way. Awesome. All right. So, start first things first. We're gonna go with burpees. All right, so with burpee, here's what we're looking for, okay? Hands are gonna hit the ground. Feet are gonna get kicked out. Get down to the ground. Back up. Feet come in. Jump and clap from the side. All right? Hands go to the ground. Kick those legs out. Chest to the ground. Up. Feet come in. Jump and clap. All right, so you've noticed that I've said chest to the ground. Don't worry if it's not a perfect push-up. We'd love for you to be able to do that, but let's just get our chest to the ground and let's get back up. You have to use your knees. If you have to worm a little bit or snake a little bit, awesome. Just keep on it, okay? So we're gonna do 10 of those, okay? Kicked out. Unfortunately, burpees don't need a lot of explanation on it, but they're gonna suck. All right, so let's go with snatch. So snatch is gonna be really our bread and butter inside this thing. It's gonna be the most technical of any of the motions that we do, but we'll get through this right now. All right, so I've got a couple different apparatuses over here. Okay, piece of equipment. Okay, I got kettlebells, got 53, 35, and then I have a 35-pound dumbbell, okay? And then for my crowd that is working out with very little equipment, but has the ability to get a gallon of water, I made a mistake on my last video. This is 8.5 pounds. Okay, not 4.5, okay? So 8.5 pounds right there, and then we'll kind of go through this. Okay, so we'll start with dumbbells. Most of you have that. Okay, so what we're looking for a dumbbell snatch is this, all right? You can go with it with a neutral grip on it, but since we're doing all of these on one arm, we're not alternating these at all. We're gonna do all 10 on one arm, then all 10 on another arm. And you'll see that when we get to the snatch. We'll talk a little bit about that. We're gonna keep that dumbbell, okay, right in front of us, like that, okay? As opposed to vertical, we're gonna go horizontal or parallel to our body. All right, so we're gonna sit down here. We're gonna keep that chest nice and tall, which makes our back really nice and flat, all right? We're gonna drive with our hips. After our hips extend, our shoulder raises, then our elbow will extend, and then we will finish in that good overhead position. Right? So back down as well. So again, one motion, okay, hips to rise, shoulder, and press with the arm. All right? So nice fluid motion on this. So 10 repetitions. okay? 10 gets done, boom, just like that. From the side, you can see I'm bringing it back down, keeping that chest tall, look back flat as it can be, and then going through. We want our hips generally to be above our knees, but if you have to lower that hip down to maintain your back, that's what I want. I don't want you to sacrifice that spine to pick up. So no scared cats. Okay, so hips down, chest is tall, legs drive, shoulders, then finish with the arm. Back down, touch, everything's locked out. Okay, and we're doing that. This isn't a swing, right? So I'm not taking this and going out in front of me. I'm keeping that dumbbell nice and close to my body. Nice and close. Okay? Awesome. Okay? 10 and 10 on the other side, just like that. You can adjust the weight whatever you want onto that and be great. So our next thing is going to be this. Then dealing with this. So our next thing is going to be this. We're going to use another couple different pieces of equipment depending on what you have. So if you only have one kettlebell, we're going to go through that right now. If you have no kettlebells, but you have that jug of water, we're going to do that right now. Okay. So jug of water is probably the easiest one to use here, but here's how it's going to look. You're going to give yourself a little bit of a swing. So this is not like a dumbbell snatch. You're actually never going to touch the ground with it. Really shouldn't. Okay. But if I'm going to bring this here, I'm going to swing this between my legs and bring it over my body in one motion. So fully over my head, back down, swing, back up. Swing, back up. Okay. And you can see that I'm holding it. I don't even need to keep my hands too much closed onto that, but my wrist is nice and straight at that position over my head. Okay, swing, okay, so 10 gets done there. Set up, switch hands. Okay, 10 like that side, so again from the side, back's flat, hinge, okay, so I'm hinging those hips back, pressing overhead, so 10 just like that, all right? So that's with our gallon of water. Kettlebells, so, if you don't have a lot of experience with kettlebells, I would not suggest you start off your first workout with a kettlebell snatch. You can instead do a kettlebell one-arm swing. You could also do one-arm sumo deadlift high pulls as well, as opposed to going all the way overhead. But I will demo in terms of how we can set this thing up for a kettlebell snatch. So we're going to talk about your hand position first. So when I'm dealing with a kettlebell snatch and having that kettlebell overhead, I'm going to go ahead and grab that handle right where my webbing of my hand, of my pointer finger and my thumb, is towards the front of it. And so from there, when I bring it into our rack position here, what you can see is that I have it between there. My wrist is perfectly straight. I can almost open my hand and there's no pain into it. And most of the weight's on the butt of my palm right there. So it's at a slight diagonal. So you can see overhead, I still have that same position with that vertical. We don't want to have that kettlebell sitting at the top portion of my hand and just slamming back like that. That wrist doesn't look great at all. All right? So when I'm working on that in that kettlebell snatch, this is what you're going to have after with it. Okay, set like that. As I snatch, I'm going to let that thumb kind of face back towards the back wall. So as I said here, I snatch, thumb back, up, overhead. See, it's into that good overhead position. Back down, up, overhead. Okay, you see I'm opening my hand because I don't have any pressure onto that as I work through it. I'm still hinging at that hip. I'm not squatting, right? I'm hinging, and I'm keeping that kettlebell closer. So it's not that I'm swinging out and then letting it slam on top of my forearm. Again, if this seems challenging to do something like that, or you do one and you're like, oh man, my forearm is killing me, just skip this, okay? We'll go to the next kind of substitution for you. But if you are going to try it, and you've got a decent amount of like experience in this, you want to get a wrist wrap, something that's got a little cushioning, or you can wear a sweatshirt, something that's going to give you a little bit of cushion on your forearm every time you flip that bad boy over, okay? But if you have this and you don't want to flip it over, you can do a couple different things. We can work 10 one-arm swings, or we can do 10 one-arm deadlift high pulls, okay? So, one-arm swing, same exact thing. We're going to get into that good hike position. We're gonna hike, thumb in, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think I missed a number, 6, okay? 10 of those, switch arms, same thing, okay? Okay, we work the same motion. Awesome, all right? If you don't want to do that, or you want to try something with a little more vertical pull onto it, then what you're going to do is same exact thing with the dumbbell. We're going to get set, hips are high, chest is tall. We're going to drive through our legs, shoulder, finish with that arm. Back down, 1. There's 2. Okay, we actually are going to touch the ground each time from the side using my left arm. Set like this, everything nice and tight, up, finish, back down, back down, like so, okay? So 10 and 10 on each arm of that, all right? So you have a whole bunch of different varieties of what we can do for today's workout. Dumbbells, bottle of water, jug of water, kettlebell, different varieties of kettlebell, all creating that same kind of motion, but 10 and 10 on each arm. Cool. So after you get done that, you're going to be doing 10 wonderful dips. Okay, so I got 2 chairs here. I'd rather use 2 chairs if possible. Just let your body move a lot better than a single bench, but if you don't have a single bench, this works awesome as well. But we can also incorporate this if you have all of it and make it really hard. So anyways, so I'm set like so, okay? If I have my feet out perfectly straight, it's harder. So go down, push back up. Go down, push back up. Keep the shoulders back, push back up, right? Need to make it a little easier. 1 foot out, 1 foot bent, okay? Helping a little bit with that leg. Need it easier, 2, right? Awesome. Let's do it from the side. Okay. Harder position, out, down, push, down, push, easier, down, push, even easier. Okay, both legs helping. What if you want to make it harder? You grab a 3rd chair, or your bench. And again, we're going to do the bench variety of this as well, so you can see if you only have a bench and 1 chair. So I can do this, where I'm set, feet up nice and high, down, and press. The 2 chairs allows your body to move more naturally than say a bench where you're kind of stuck and you can't let those hips go back and through. Okay? So that is set there. Bench, same exact motion, just a little bit different just because your body has to stay closer to the bench. You don't have the ability to kind of move your hips any further this way because you're going to hit that bench. Okay? Same thing, bent like that. So 10 of those gets by. Okay? So I've done my 10 burpees. I've done my 10 snatches on each arm. I've done my 10 dips. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up the door, or if you're doing this outside, because you can bring some of this stuff with you. Like if you bring a bench, I mean, you look really weird, but you can bring 2 chairs with you. You can do it back on your tailgate, or if you have a truck, all different things. So, anyways, take off on a run, come back in, 200 meters gets done. Now I'm doing 9 of everything in that workout. Okay? Gonna take off another run, come back in, 8, and we keep going down until we're done. All right? The workout will finish with a run as well. So, just to be prepared. Awesome. Okay, so it's gonna be a long workout, a lot of sweat. I'm sure you're trying to get out of the house and get after it. If you don't have your run, that's the last thing we have, okay? I don't have an ability to go outside. I'm gonna do everything inside my apartment or my house, and I'm not gonna leave every time to go do a run. What you'll do is this. This is a substitution for that. Gives about the same amount of time frame. You're gonna work 30 high knees. So that's basically just running in place, high knees, okay? 30 reps gets done there. Boom, 30 done. Then I'm gonna go on the ground, okay, push-up position, and I'm gonna get those mountain climbers narrow, all right? So these mountain climbers narrow, we're gonna get 30 of those. 30 gets done. Awesome, so 60 total reps of that, all right? It's gonna jack your heart rate up. It's gonna be an awesome workout.